Hello all, I am Jairam. In a series of providing video sessions on C programming language, in my previous session, I have discussed about what is meant by pointer and the concept related to pointers and what is meant by string and what are the different types of functions are there. What are the different types of functions we oftenly performed on strings. So these are the topics I have discussed in my previous session. If you want that session, please subscribe my channel Jairam Turlapati and like my videos. Now in this session I am going to discuss about the remaining topic, the next topic, structures. What is meant by structure and how we declare syntax and how we declare structures in C programming language. What is the syntax of structure, how we can define a structure, what is its declaration and what is its use, how programmers are included structures into programming language. So these are the topics I am going to discuss in this session. If you like my explanation and if you like my way of teaching, please subscribe my channel Jairam Turlapati and like my videos. So let's start our session. Structures. So first of all, before going to discuss about structures, first of all we have to understand what is meant by structure. So array, in our previous concept we have discussed about array. What is meant by an array? An array is a collection of similar data items. So array collects a similar data items and puts them in one block. So that's why the block is often called as a function. That means it collects a similar type of items. Array collects similar type of items and puts them in a small block. So what is meant by structure? By taking the array definition into consideration, we can define the definition of structure. Why? Because here the structure definition is same as array, but the difference here is in structure we have in structure is also one type of a data, is also allow us to define, and it also stores collection of similar, not similar data items. Here it collects the different data items. Here structure is a collection of different data items, here not the similar data items. Array collects the similar data items. Array collects similar data items, whereas the structure collects different data items. That's why structure has a special role to play in C programming language. So here structure is an another user defined data type available in C programming language that allows to combine data items of different kinds. Here different kind means different data types. So here the structure is a user defined data type available in C programming language. By using struct keyword, we call the our programmers included the structures into their programming language, and here structure allows us to define data items of different kinds. This is about structures. So how we can define a structure? So we can define a structure by using the struct keyword. We can define a structure by using the struct keyword. That struct keyword is a new data type with more than one member. So what is the syntax of structure? Here let's see the syntax. Here I have written a syntax for the structure. Here by using the structure keyword, and the structure tag specifies the any type of arguments. This is the option one, and if you have necessary we can mention the name of the structure tag, otherwise we don't mention here the we don't write the name of the structure tag here. This is the struct keyword. By using the struct keyword we can include the structures into our programming languages. So these are the member definitions, and or else we can say these are the statements, these are the data items, or we can say these are the data items of different data types. Why? Because structure is a collection of data items of different data types. That's why different data items definitions are goes here. And this is the syntax here. One or more structure variable also we have to write here, and at the end of that we put a semicolon. This is the syntax of structure. This is the syntax of structure. So next topic is accessing structure members. So as soon as you declare a structure, and you can also provide defining for it, and declaration defining are also done there. Now it's time for us how we can access structure members. So structure declaration also done there, and structure definition done there. So how we can access structure members into our programs, and how we can perform operations, and how we can display the data items of different data types onto our output screen. So let's understand all this with the help of a program. Here I have written a program. So first of all, before we have to access, if you want to access the any member written in the structures, we using the pointer called member access operator. Thus member access operator, by using that member access operator, we can access the data items of different data types are declared or mentioned or defined in the structure. This is called member access operator. By using this, we can call the data type, we can call the data items of different types declared in the structure. So let's understand the program here. Here I have written a program on accessing structure members. How can we access structure members? Here I have written a program. First of all, here I am included that two standard library header files, and next here I am included the string.header file. Why? Because here I am using the some function called string copy. That's why the string copy and string concatenation, all these functions are in the string header file. That's why I am included the string header file here. Next here, this is the syntax. This is the syntax of struct. This by using struct keyword. Here I am defining a structure of books. Here books is my structure name, and this is the struct keyword. Defaultly this is the struct keyword used in the C programming language, and books is my structure name. Here I have defined some data items of different data types. Same different data items of different data types, or otherwise we call members of structure. Here I have defined 4 members of structure. What are those? Title of character type, next author of character type, next subject of character type, and next one book ID of integer type. And I have taken this title of character type an array of 50. That means characters. Here I have a possibility, or I have an accessibility to mention the title of character type up to 50 characters I have mentioned. Why? Because here I have taken 50, here I have taken an array. That's why I have an scope, I have an accessibility to mention the title of character type up to 50 characters. Next, here you can clearly observe, as soon as the members declaration has done, here I put a semicolon. At the end of the structure block. At end of structure block I put a semicolon. Why? Because this is the syntax of structure. If you don't put a semicolon here, we get an error. This is why, because this is the structure syntax. That's why it is necessary, and it is a must to place semicolon at end of the structure block. So next, here I have written a main method where every program start from main method only, and next of my main method of type is void. Why? Because this main method hasn't written anything. That's why I make it as an void. Next, here I am declare the book of type 1. Here by using this structure name, I am defining the true structures. True structure variables. These are the two different structure variables. First one is book 1 and second one is book 2, and book C is my structure. By using this structure, here I am defining the two different type of structure variables. By using these variables, this book 1 and book 2 of structure variables, I am calling the properties of this book structure. I am going to call the properties of this book structure. That's why here I have written books 1 and book 1 and book 2 of structure type. These are the two different types of variables of structure. So here I have given specification for book 1. Why? Because here I have to, here I am going to accessing as book 1, I am as a taking consideration as book, and now I am calling the members, I am calling the members of this book structure. That's why here by using this member access pointer, that is member access pointer, by using this member access pointer we can call the data items declared or defined in the structure. Here I have string copy. By using string copy method, here I am copying the C program to book1 dot title. Why? Because here dot specifies the member access pointer. By using this I am calling the title, and next here by using the book1 dot author, here I am printing the author name of this book, and next I am printing the subject name, and next I am printing the book ID. Here I am printing the book 1 specifications here with the help of the string copy method. Next here I am specifying the book 2. Next here I am specifying the book 2. That means here I have given declarations here, and I am taking the book 2 by taking book 2 structure variable. I am calling the properties in the same way as of book 1 specification. Here too I am calling the same book 2 specification. Here too I am using the string copy method and calling the properties of the structure with the help of member access pointer, and displaying the titles, and displaying their orders, and displaying their subject, and displaying their book ID of the structure member book 2. Next I am printing those values onto my output screen. Those book 1 and book 2 structured variable values onto output screen. This is the program. This is the simple program on accessing structured members. So as soon as the declaring and defining a structured members are done, so how we can call means by using this member access pointer we can call the properties or data items, or we can call the data items of different types of structures into our program in this way. So this is the program on accessing structure members. So as soon as I execute the program and compile the program and run the program, I got this output. Why? Because here I am just printing the titles and their authors. That's why here I am program those printf statements. C programming Dennis Ritchie and C program tutorial, and next one ID mentioned here, the C printed output screen. Next let us see. So H1 connect C tutorial. So these printf statements are got as my output on my screen. So this is a simple program on how we can access structure members. Next, structures as function arguments. How we can pass structure as an argument to a function. How we can pass structure. Is there any possibility? Is it possible to pass a function, a structure as an argument to a function? Yes, it is possible to pass a structure as an argument to a function. There is a way to pass structure as an argument to a function. So if in order to understand this topic, here I have written a program on this topic. First of all, let's understand the program, then you can clearly get an idea of how we can pass a structure as an argument to a function. Here first of all, here too let us understand the program. Here too I have included the three different types of header files. That one is the two standard library header files and string.h. Why? Because here I am using the string copy method. Next here I am taking the same structure of books, and here I am mentioning the some structure members of different data items. And next here I have written a main method of void type. Next here too I have taken the book 1 and book 2. These two are the structure variables. By using the struct book I am taking these two variables. Next I have given specification for the book 1. Next here I have given the specification for book 2. And next here where can we observe the structure as function arguments. Here structure has function arguments. How we pass structure has an argument, because here is the one, it is the, this is the syntax, this is the syntax for it. Here this is the syntax. In main method I am calling the print book method. In main method I am calling the print book. Why? Because this is the syntax, this is the syntax for how we can pass a structure as an argument, how we can pass a structure as an argument to a function. This is the syntax. This is print book is my function name and of type void type. Next here this is the argument, this is the parameter or an argument. Here I am passing the structure variable as an argument to a print book function. That's why my program is on structure as function arguments. Here I am passing struct books book. This is the structure as an argument passing to print book function. So in order to go to this, first of all here I am calling this function. Why? Because if we have any functions, there, there is a necessity to call that function in the main method. That's why here I am calling that function 2 times. Why? Because here I have created the two different structure variables. That's why I am calling the function 2 types, print book of book 1 type and print book of book 2 another type. That's why here I am calling the function 2 times. Next, as soon as the compiler encounters this book function, is jump to this function, this print book function, and executed the statement written over there. Here I have written some statements, book.title and printing the title, author, subject and book ID of those two different type of structure variables, book 1 and book 2. That's why here too I got the same output as in the last program. But here the point to be noted here is, here I am passing structure as an argument to a function. This is the one, understand this carefully. Here this print book is the function and this is called an argument or a parameter. Here I am passing structure as an argument to a print book function. That's why this line depicts, this line tells us structures are passing as an argument to a pointer. Structures are passing as an argument to a function. So this is the concept on structures as function arguments. Next, so in my next session I am going to discuss about the how we can pass structures, how we can pass a structure to a pointer, and what is meant by bit field, and what are the use of bit field in structures. So these concepts I am going to discuss in my next session. If you like my session, please subscribe my channel and like my videos and comment here for your any suggestions and doubts. And thank you one and all for watching. Thank you.